So I might have lied. I said I'd do a move tutorial today in the last video, but certain weather-related circumstances prevented me from doing so. I hate winter here. It gets dark at like 5:30 p.m., and the weather itself has a goddamn mind of its own. One night it'll snow like half a foot, and the next day it's 50 degrees, virtually zero wind or clouds. Frankly, the only season that's consistent here is summer, and even that's a stretch. Anyways, besides the point, NBA All-Star voting began earlier this week, and since I can't think of anything else to talk about, I decided to go over my current All-Star choices for both East and West, starters today and reserves tomorrow, and explain why I picked who I did. I'd do starters and reserves today, but it'd take too long. Anyways, let's just get this thing rolling. So for my starters out west, I picked Steph Curry, Luka Doncic, Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James, and Nikola Jokic. For the East, bear with me for a second before you dislike the video, I picked Bradley Beal, James Harden, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Kevin Durant, and Joel Embiid. Your first thought is probably, where the hell is Kyrie? And we'll get to that tomorrow, don't worry, but it's gonna have to wait. Let's start in the West. LeBron is LeBron. He's gonna get picked as a starter no matter what, probably as a captain no matter what. Even if he was averaging like 15 a game, he'd be a starter. But he's playing really well, so he's pretty much a guaranteed starter. Steph Curry's been having a hell of a season so far, basically carrying the Warriors and playing the way he did before KD showed up. It's as if in the past 5 years, he hasn't aged a day. It's kind of insane. The one negative this season for him is his percentages. He's shooting 40% from the three right now. Still really good, but not as good as he usually is. Apart from that, he's averaging 28 and 6, which is more than you can expect from a 32-year-old Curry coming off a season-ending injury last year. Luka is doing his thing, averaging damn near a 30-point triple-double at 28, 10, and 9. Big problem for him, though, is also his percentages. Luka's shooting 29% from 3, which although he's never been higher than 32, no one should be dipping below 30% and shooting as many threes as he does. Kawhi is having a fantastic offensive year, averaging 26 and 6. He's also been his normal self on defense, averaging 5 boards and 1.9 steals, which puts him at third in the league for steals per game. Last for the West is Jokic. Jokic is playing like an MVP candidate, averaging 26, 12, and 9 on solid percentages. His 3-point percentage is a bit low, but that's normal for a stretch like him. He's also top 10 in the league for steals per game. There isn't a thing where he needs improvement at all. It'd be nice if he was a bit more accurate beyond the arc, and if his block average was a bit higher, but he's already doing more than you could ask from your team star. Another player doing much more than you could ask of him so far is Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal is leading the league in scoring, averaging just under 35 a game, tacked on 5 boards, 5 assists, and a steal and a half a night, and you've got a surefire superstar. This guy's out here dropping 40, 50, 60 on any given night and still losing. He's broken 40 points in 3 of his last 10 games. He's been lackluster from beyond the arc at a mediocre 34%, but apart from that, he's playing exceptional basketball. It's seriously sad watching him waste his prime years in Washington, though. Now you're probably asking yourself why I picked James Harden over Jaylen Brown, especially as someone with strong Celtics bias. Maybe because he's averaging 24, 12, and 8 a game on rock-solid percentages. Jaylen beats Harden in points per game and percentages, but that's it. On top of that, even in his second role option, Harden's been ballin'. Literally all his averages except for blocks have improved since he went to Brooklyn and took a lesser role. Maybe it's just because now he's actually trying and wants to win, but that's mind-blowing regardless. Next, I picked Giannis. While his averages are down from last year, he's still putting up 28, 11, and 6 on a nightly basis. Let's be honest, at this point he's probably going to get sucked off to a third MVP, so if I had to guess, he'll probably be an all-star captain too. Just a hunch. Anyways, I also picked KD as a starter. KD has been playing absolutely out of his mind so far this season. Although he's coming off an Achilles tear, an injury even professional athletes almost never fully recover from, all of his averages and percentages are up from his career averages apart from steals. He's gotten better, playing slightly less minutes, coming off an Achilles tear. That shouldn't be even remotely possible, yet he's putting up 31, 8, and 6 on a nightly basis. Last, we need to talk about Embiid. Embiid is playing like a dark horse MVP candidate, mixed with prime James Harden averaging 28, 11, and 3 a game. His percentages and steals are up drastically, but his blocks have dipped a decent amount. Still, he's carrying this 76ers team due to Simmons' mediocre play thus far and playing more than solid basketball, and is easily the best center in the East right now. Although it feels like he also doesn't have that much competition. Like Bam Adebayo, Sabonis, and Miles Turner are the only other competition at center in the East. Let's be real, even Turner is a stretch. On top of that, he's averaging I haven't checked, but I'm pretty sure it's something like 15 free throw attempts a game. Let's actually look at that. Bear with me 1 second here. Come on. You can do a basketball reference. There we go. Okay. This season, he's averaging 11 free throw attempts a game. James Harden, in his MVP season, James Harden averaged, I believe, let's look, 17 to 18, I'm pretty sure was the MVP. Harden averaged 10.1 free throw attempts in his MVP season, and the most he's ever averaged is 12 back in 19 to 20. This year, he's averaging drastically less at just over 7. Anyways, that's what I have to say about the starters. As you can tell by the length of this video and the amount of players left to go, this may turn into more than a 2-video series. I'll try to cram all the reserves in tomorrow, but if it hurts the quality of the video, it's gonna get broken up again. That's just how it goes. I want to make stuff I'm proud to put out. Thanks for watching. Obviously, I'll start working on the reserves to get them out tomorrow, and I'll catch you in the next video.